Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are here for our annual holiday Thomas and Friends DVD/VHS collection. This is always a video that I get super excited for. I know you guys really enjoy it too, and it's a really nice Christmas present for you all. So, we got a lot to go through here. The DVD section has definitely changed a lot. And I will say that the VHS collection has not changed hardly at all. I only have 2 new editions there, but there are a lot of new editions with the DVDs. I have almost every single DVD. I am missing Start Your Engines and Thomas's Holiday Collection, as well as like some one-offs like samplers and the take-along DVDs, but I don't really collect those. But yeah, that's really all. So let's get into it here. We're going to start with the movies and then work our way through the episodes. So here we've got Thomas and the Magic Railroad, Calling All Engines. I'm going to move my mic a little bit. It's a very awkward setup that I have here. The Great Discovery, Hero of the Rails, Day of the Diesels, Blue Mountain Mystery, King of the Railway, I'm kind of stuck, Tale of the Brave, The Adventure Begins, Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure, The Great Race, Journey Beyond Sodor, and this steaming pile of garbage. Alright, so those are all the movies. Now we're going to be moving into the episodic DVDs, and there are a ton. So let's get started here with the very first official Thomas DVD, Best of Thomas, Best of James, Make Someone Happy, Best of Percy, Races, Rescues, and Runaways, Cranky Bugs, Salty Secret. Sorry if you're hearing noises from upstairs. I can't control that. It is Christmas when I'm filming this, so it's going to get very loud. Speaking of Christmas, Thomas's Christmas Wonderland. One of the rarest Thomas DVDs of all time. My favorite Thomas and Friends release of all time, Spills and Chills. Love that shit. Percy's Chocolate Crunch. Thomas and his friends help out. James and the Red Balloon. Thomas's Snowy Surprise. Best of Gordon. Thomas and his friends get along. New Friends for Thomas. Steamies versus Diesels. I will say really briefly, the start of this, like I have all the model series DVDs, I've had all of them for a while, so it's not going to get very interesting until we get to the CGI. Just wanted to let you guys know that. Oh, kind of stuck there. Thomas and the Jet Engine. It's Great to Be an Engine. The Early Years. Hooray for Thomas. Thomas's Soda Celebration. Songs from the Station. James Learns a Lesson. Percy Saves the Day. 10 Years of Thomas. Thomas and the Really Brave Engines. Thomas Comes to Breakfast. And Track Stars. So if you guys remember last year, I think I mentioned that I was sitting crisscross applesauce in my bedroom on the floor looking at these, and that was so painful, but it's so much better to have a table, an actual chair. I'm just sitting here like normal, and it's just a lot better for me. So hope you guys also enjoy the backdrop too. Hope it's not too distracting, but anyways, let's continue here. So we got Thomas gets bumped. Sing along and stories. Tales from the tracks. Thomas Percy and the Dragon. On Site with Thomas. The first Thomas DVD or first Thomas anything that I ever really got. Thomas's Halloween Adventures. I will always love this. I love that slipcover too. That's very, very cool. Come Ride the Rails. Oh, Trust Thomas, not a childhood favorite. I believe I got that in a Wooden Train bonus pack with Mavis. I could be wrong though, but that's very fitting. Big Day for Thomas. I got this with Caroline, which made absolutely no sense. So, very funny. Very goofy, very silly. Milkshake Muddle. Thomas and the Special Letter. Percy's Ghostly Trick. Thomas's Trusty Friends. Thomas Gets Tricked. James Goes Buzz Buzz. Oh, sorry, it almost fell off. Carnival Capers. Thomas and the Toy Workshop. Ultimate Christmas, another very special one because it's in a Blockbuster case. So send the cops to my house and they can arrest me for keeping that past its due date. Thomas and the Treasure. Percy Takes the Plunge. Trackside Tunes. Engines and Escapades. Mud, Glorious Mud. Henry and the Elephant. Rusty to the Rescue. Railway Friends. High Speed Adventures. Team Up with Thomas. Percy and the Bandstand. And Holiday Express. So we're now moving over to the CGI stuff now, so it's gonna get real bad for a while. So I've got like stacks building up behind or beside me. I don't want them to fall over. We got Splish Splash Splosh. Thomas and the Runaway Kite. The Greatest Stories. Creaky Cranky. Merry Winter Wish. Lion of Sodor. The Tesla edition of Wobbly Wheels and Whistles. Thomas in Charge. Merry Christmas, Thomas. Rescue on the Rails. Pop Goes Thomas. Birthday Express. Curious Cargo. Up, Up, and Away, aka Terrible. And Engine Friends. Woo! Alright, we're in the home stretch now, so we are almost done with the mainstream stuff. We got Schoolhouse Delivery. A Very Thomas Christmas. Sticky Situations. Muddy Matters. Go Go Thomas. Railway Mischief. Oh, I should say this as well. In chronological order, we'll go Railway Mischief, then Animals Aboard. Santa's Little Engine. The Thomas Way. Spills and Thrills, another banger. My favorite CGI release, Trouble on the Tracks. Another really good one, Engines to the Rescue. Hey, we discovered this one, The Christmas Engines. This will be the next episode. Signals Crossed. Dinos and Discoveries. Whale of a Tale. Wild Water Rescue. Thomas's Christmas Carol. Tales on the Rails. I genuinely forgot that I had this because it's such a bland, forgettable release, but I guess the episodes are kind of good. I haven't watched those episodes in a long time though, so gotta crack that out soon. Ooh, another really good release. Tinsel on the Tracks. Absolute banger. Love all these episodes pretty much. Another really great release, Ultimate Friendship Adventures. I feel like this one's also very forgotten, but it's got some really good stories on here, like Henry Gets the Express. No Help at All, I think, is on here. Thomas the Babysitter. Yeah. Very, very good episodes. Extraordinary Engines. The last mainstream episodic release, Christmas on Sodor. I love this cover art. This looks so pretty. The Heroic Collection. And the 10 Movie Birthday Collection. Currently the last CGI Thomas release. All future Thomas and Friends DVDs will be of All Engines Go. Alrighty, so we're now into the secondary and extra releases. So we'll start with the Blu-rays up here. We got Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Day of the Diesels. Blue Mountain Mystery. King of the Railway. Tale of the Brave. The Holy Grail, and the newest item to my collection, The Great Race. I just got this as I'm filming this yesterday on Christmas Eve. I love this Blu-ray. I think it looks really, really cool. I got it brand new, and it's very, very awesome. So I have almost every single Thomas and Friends Blu-ray now. This is actually extremely satisfying to see. The only one that I'm missing is Misty Island Rescue, but I'm not crying over that because that movie is dog trash. So yep, very, very happy to have these. I do hope that they put out, like, Hero of the Rails sometime, or maybe even, like, Journeyman Soda, but I highly doubt that. But we need more Thomas Blu-ray in our life. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, give us more. Put the episodes on Blu-ray. They look awesome for, like, the 80th anniversary. So we got a couple of extra releases here. We got a little bonus pack. I've had this one since I was a kid. It's the pack. It's like a 2 DVD on 1, so also from Blockbuster, but it's got Thomas's Trusty Friends and On Site with Thomas. I got this in 2020 from Barnes & Noble, but it is a sealed copy of Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I don't know if this is the original print or if it's a reprint. I don't hear a booklet, so I'm assuming it's a reprint, so... But it's still cool to have. I got it for, $7. I thought I got it for cheaper, but oh well. This is the French-Canadian version of Thomas the Magic Railroad. I got this for like 50 cents, maybe $1 at a local thrift shop. I don't know why this was here though, but it's very cool to have. I like this full poster art, even though I do prefer this poster art over anything. This is still pretty cool. But the back is absolute garbage. This looks like it was made in, like, Paint or, like, I don't know, any of the basic programs, but it's very, very cheap. This is my childhood copy of Blue Mountain Mystery. Technically it doesn't count because the disc is gone. it got so scratched up and so, like, not broken, but so messed up it doesn't work anymore. I don't know what happened to the disc, but I still have the case. This is pretty cool. So, the only release of Thomas's Christmas Wonderland has the CD sampler in it, and around that time, I think there were maybe 9 or so other releases that had them, but I have the Percy's Chocolate Crunch one. Oh yeah, so the Thomas's Christmas, my version of Christmas Wonderland came with this instead of whatever it is, Thomas's Train Yard Tracks or Songs and Roundhouse Rhythms or something. But this one had it, so I took the CD out from there and put it into that one so I can have a complete version of that. But I still have this. I haven't listened to this, so I don't know if it's good or not, but I do enjoy the Peanuts. Yep, very, very cool. Very random release to find at a thrift shop for like $1, $2. Here is my childhood version of Trust Thomas. I love this thing with all my heart. I will never, ever get rid of this. We have an extra version of Percy Saves the Day here. So I got this because my childhood version has the really scratched up disc. So I got that one, or I got this one, so I could have a clean version of the disc. I believe this is my childhood one. Oh yeah, you can totally see. I don't want to show too much, but you can totally see, like if I put it in the light there, it's very scratched. I don't believe the old bridge plays anymore. I don't think What's the Matter with Henry does either, so. Here's my childhood version of Thomas's Halloween Adventures. I lost the paper, I lost the slipcover years ago. Still have the disc though. But when I was like 10, 11, I was like, you know what? I better make my own custom poster art. So I wrote this out and I put all the episodes on the back too. So pretty cool. We have some more versions of Thomas's Halloween Adventures because it's just such a great release to me. So this one, I bought the slipcover just so I could have a complete version. And this one was under the slipcover, so this is just a standard Lionsgate version. Nothing too special. So as the Anchor Bay disc. And this one is the Universal one. I bought this in Target in 2019, I believe. So it's pretty cool. They did not bring this back this year, though, so that's fortunate. But from, I believe, 2014 to 2020, 2021, they kept bringing this back for Halloween, so that was really cool. But with All Engines Go, I don't think they're going to bring any more classic Thomas back, which is a shame. So that's all for single DVDs. Let me just move these up really quick. So these are some Wooden Train bonus packs that I have. Some of them sealed, some of them not. So here's Percy's Chocolate Crunch. Comes with just a regular Percy. James Learns a Lesson with New Style Lady. Thomas and the Really Brave Engines. This one came with Duncan. On Site with Thomas. This came with Terrence. Come Ride the Rails. This one came with Bulgy. Strange choice, but okay. Big Day for Thomas. I mentioned this earlier, but this came with Caroline. Big Day for Thomas. This one came with Salty. We just unboxed this a little while ago. Thomas and the Special Letter. This came with George. Thomas's Trusty Friends. Comes with Thomas. Save that for later. Thomas Gets Tricked. I believe this came with New Style Percy as well. And then rounding it out, we got Really Useful Engines, aka Make Someone Happy, with Duck. And then I also have this Steam Engine Stories box. It's supposed to come with Come Ride the Rails, Tell Us on the Tracks, and Track Stars. I got this back in 2020 in a big lot. I think I've talked about this before, but I believe this came with Come Ride the Rails, Track Stars, and Steamies versus Diesels, which is useful because I didn't have either of those, so lucky find there. And then I also have this box that came with Engines to the Rescue, but it's got the digital version of Tale of the Brave as well. This is actually pretty valuable, even though mine was terribly damaged, but oh well. So, oh man, that was all the DVDs. I'm going to move the VHSs over, and we'll take a look at those. But bear in mind, there are not going to be very many, because like I said earlier, I only have 2 new editions. So, let's go to that. Alright, so here are the VHS tapes. You can already tell just off the bat that it is not different at all from last year, but don't worry, the new ones are just behind these. So, start off here with the first Thomas VHS ever in the United States. Thomas Gets Tricked. It's not the original version, but it's technically the first VHS ever. Oh, I have so many piles of DVDs. This is insane. James Learns a Lesson. Better Late Than Never. Trust Thomas. Thomas Gets Bumped. Thomas Percy and the Dragon. Thomas and the Special Letter. Oh, it's falling out here. Thomas and his friends help out. Gallant Old Engine. This is a bit of a weird one because it's in that new style, and this was originally released in like, oh, let me grab it here. This style, but I found this one first, so for now, this is going to be my copy of Gallant Old Engine. Got Sing Along and Stories. Thomas and his friends get along. Thomas comes to breakfast. I'm getting like surrounded by Thomas home media, so I might go crazy soon or something. I don't know. I'm just getting surrounded by VHS tapes and DVDs. I'm kind of getting a bit claustrophobic here, but we're going to power on. Oh, Cranky Bugs. Races, Rescues, and Runaways. Spills and Chills. This one is my absolute favorite. I love this thing so much. Make Someone Happy. Another new addition to the collection that I just got yesterday. Thomas's Christmas Wonderland on VHS. I love this cover so much. It's nice and metallic and reflective. It's very, very cool. I know there are 2 versions out there. I don't know which one is rarer, though. But, oh well. Best of Percy. Oh. Salty Secret. Percy's Chocolate Crunch. James and the Red Balloon. Thomas's Snowy Surprise. Best of Gordon. And Steamies versus Diesels. So we got 2 more stacks. Let me just grab these really quick, pull them up. Center it. There we go. So we got Thomas and the Jet Engine. Track Stars. And another holy grail in my collection, Tale of Some of the Tracks on VHS. One of the last VHS tapes ever made in terms of like just mainstream VHSs. So very, very valuable, very rare. I sleep with this every night. It's beautiful. I love them. Got a couple of extras here. Got my childhood copy of Thomas and the Special Letter. I love this thing so much, but it doesn't work anymore, so that's very silly. We have a sealed copy of the new style of Sing Along with Stories. I got this from a thrift shop, I think back in 2019, I think for 50 cents, so an amazing find there. And then we also have just a standard version of Thomas and the Magic Railroad. A couple more extras. Oh, got my childhood copy of 10 Years of Thomas. Another copy of Spills and Chills. I believe that one was the one that I had at my house. So my grandparents, I believe I've talked about this before, but my grandparents used to have some VHS tapes at their house, and I had some at mine. So I had all these bare copies here, and I loved Spills and Chills. I loved that trailer for Thomas and the Magic Railroad. It was so, like, intense and so weird. I loved it. We got Make Someone Happy. Salty Secret. And Best of Gordon. Oh man, that was a lot. I'll briefly show you this before we go into the little end bit, but here is everything. It's definitely a lot. So, yeah. I'll start everything back up, and then we'll do our final little goodbyes. Alrighty, so here is everything set up. When everything's all nice and laid out, it looks really, really cool. I've been collecting DVDs and VHS tapes ever since I was a kid, and I don't really intend on stopping. Like I said earlier, I'm only missing like 2 mainstream DVDs. I'm missing Start Your Engines and Thomas's Holiday Collection, or whatever that's called. I don't really plan on collecting like the sampler DVDs or like the one-off weird DVDs like the take-along DVDs. But yeah, I have almost every single DVD, almost every VHS tape or Blu-ray, and I have a decently sized VHS collection. So once I get those last few DVDs, I'm probably going to stop collecting them, and I'm going to go into VHS tapes. And then once I'm done with those, then I'm probably going to be done with home media collecting. This has been a really, really fun journey. I've loved doing Thomas at Home. It's just a really nice, chill thing for me to do, and I like just hanging out and talking to you guys. So, yeah, again, that's really all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have a great holiday season, a great Christmas. If you're in an area where there is a blizzard warning like me, stay safe. Don't go outside. Be smart. Yeah, that's all from me. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you either next week's Saturday or in the new year for Signals Crossed. So, thank you all again, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!